Hey everybody, I want you all to go ahead and grab your student textbook and flip open to page 2 and 3. We are going to be talking about pages 2 and 3. So go ahead and grab that. You can pause the video if you need to. Flip open to pages 2 and 3. Now, the first story that we're going to read in our Unit 1, Taking Action, is called Rogue Wave. And so before we get started with that, we need to talk about signposts. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my teacher book. I'm learning along with you guys. So signposts are important moments in our story. They help us to understand what we are reading, and it helps us to break down what we're reading. And they have these for fiction and nonfiction. So they can be a little bit different, but we're going to focus on 3 signposts for this story. And those 3 include memory moments, again and again, and aha moment. So we're going to get a little bit of practice with this. I'm going to let you do the practice on your own. But I do want you to look at this, and we're going to go over what each of these signposts are. So the first one is memory moments. These are obvious moments. So your character may say, back in my day, or last night's meal, or yesterday. So these are moments that are obvious. They go back in time, and they give us important information about our character and our setting. Okay, there's a reason why our author is taking the time to go back in time and tell us these things. So it's our job to kind of pay attention to those areas and figure out what's important. And those memory moments help us to do that. The next one is again and again. I'm going to scroll up so I'm out of the way. Again and again stresses those details that the writer really wants you to remember. So my example for this was Halo by Beyonce, because she says Halo so many times in that song. And it's because the writer of that song wants us to understand that the person the song is about is like an angel with a halo. And it's like, baby, I can see your halo. I can see it. It's there. You're an angel. You're the best thing ever. So this signpost, where the author repeats themselves over and over and over, it's to put emphasis on whatever is important in that part. So it might help us to figure something out, might give us a little clue as to what's going to happen in the plot, or what has happened in the plot. Maybe we get a clue about why it happened, or who it happened to, or who did it, that kind of thing. And the last one is aha moments. So these most always point out a change of some sort for one of the characters in the story. So for instance, by now you should have read or listened to chapters 1 through 3 in Forged by Fire. And so an aha moment is when Gerald's apartment catches on fire. When that happens, we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't really know what the future holds for Gerald, but we do know that his living arrangements are going to change because his apartment has burned. So he's going to move somewhere else. He may move in with different people. So that's kind of like an aha moment for us. We're like, oh, okay, this is a big change for our character, and we need to pay attention to that because things are going to be different from here on out. Okay? Now, I want you to look at pages 2 and 3, and I'm going to pull up your textbook, so you should be seeing the same thing as me. So it says, you're about to read the short story Rogue Wave. In it, you will notice and note signposts that will give you clues about the story's characters and themes. Here are the 3 key signposts to look for as you read this short story and other works of fiction. So then it lists memory moments, and it gives you an example and some questions on how to practice that. And then it gives you again and again, and a practice, an example and a practice for that one, and then aha moments. So I want you guys to read through those, and in your book you'll have blanks that look like this. So I want you to be filling in the blanks for these, okay? And if you have any questions, let me know. So again, you're completing the memory moment again and again, an aha moment on page 2 and 3 of your student textbook. And if you have questions, let me know.